Hey guys, today is August the 7th, 2022, and this is take 2717 because every one of these damn videos I record just does not satisfy me. And in case you're wondering what this video is about, it's about me trying to leave you something my dad couldn't leave me. Back when I was a kid, we didn't have cameras with videos like this on it, and I thought I sure would like to have them, and if I would have liked to have them, then maybe when I'm dead and gone, y'all will like to have them. But also, I wanted to leave you something. I want to leave you some words of advice to let you all know that I loved you. And the fact that we make so many of these stupid videos ought to prove that to you. It's not about trying to tell you that I think I'm smart and I'm great. But I do hope I have some words of wisdom that will help you and some advice that you'll remember. But mostly to let you know that I really do love you, each and every one of you. I may have treated y'all differently, but that's because you're different people. You can't treat everybody the exact same way. I mean, you can put them all in the same house, give them all the same supper, give them all the same amount of allowance, but they're still different people. You're going to have different paths that you go down, and that's okay. One thing I would like you guys to do is remember that you're brothers no matter what. Yeah, there may be times when one of you will screw up pretty bad, and you'll get pissed, but forgive them, okay? Remember in the Bible it says, how can God forgive you if you can't forgive others? And yeah, there'll be some stuff about God in here. But there'll be some stuff about finance, about relationships, you know, a little bit of anything and everything. It's just, like I said, a way of keeping me in your hearts and in your minds a little bit longer. And please do yourself a favor. Yeah, I know this sounds a little stupid, but get over the fact I'm gone, okay? Well, let me tell you what. I know for a fact God exists. I'm one of the few people who really actually has has been lucky enough for God to reveal themselves to them. It doesn't mean I'm special. It just means I'm lucky. And I hope that I can teach you some things from what I've learned through my experiences. But be good people, okay? Don't dishonor me. Don't dishonor yourself. Don't dishonor your children. Don't dishonor God. Take care of yourself. Remember this. If you let yourself fall down, you can't you can't do anything for God. You can't do anything for whoever you're with. You can't do anything for your children, your boss, your friends. You can't do anything for yourself if you don't take care of yourself. Do the best you can. Some of you are going to have more than the other, and that's okay. As long as you always have what you need. And remember, having a whole lot of things sometimes brings a whole lot of headaches. The more things you have, the more things you're going to lose. The more things are going to break down. The more things are going to tear up, get lost, get eaten, stolen, or just whatever, misplaced. Learn to be happy with what you've got. You know, a little more than 100 years ago, well, around the year 1900, when they first started really putting electricity in homes, TV wasn't even thought of, and neither was a radio. Eventually, they came up with that stuff, but air conditioning, all these other things. They were just getting air conditioning going when I was a kid. And we lived fine. We had a great life. We had a lot of fun. One of the things I think was so great about back then is it wasn't too complicated. When your life gets too complicated and too many things are going on, it becomes too big of a pain for you. Oh, and there's a little something that just popped up here I want you to see. Dang it, where did it go? There's a green tree fog that keeps popping up over here. What the heck? I don't know where he came from, but he's gone now. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back! Kids, one of the things I hope you'll learn to do more than anything is to have peace. Have inner peace, be able to sit back and enjoy a beautiful sunrise. Right now I'm looking at the trees. The sun's coming up just right. Well, part of the trees have got big shade on them, and part of them have got just the brilliant bright colors because the sun hitting them just right. Just like you can see all the flowers in the background. Learn to enjoy stuff like that. Please take the time to smell the rose. Remember I told you one time I was at a bowling alley and there was this kind of rough looking biker sort of dude just screaming at, cussing his girlfriend or wife like crazy. And I just knew he was getting ready to beat the stuffing out of her. Well, I knew not to just jump right in because it may not be a fight and I don't want to start one. But I told myself I couldn't just stand by and let this guy beat a mud puddle into her. Well, back then I was doing a lot of my karate and I was close enough I could overhear everything and be right there in his face real fast if I needed to. And I was determined to sit there and keep my mouth shut. Well, all of a sudden I walked right up to him, which was not my plan. And I looked at him and I said, "Hey buddy, do you know what your problem is?" And he looked at me like, "No, tell me, what's my problem?" This guy, I could tell, just hated me for making that statement. And I said, you forgot to take the time to stop and smell the roses. This guy broke down bawling like a baby. He ended up looking at her and going, "You know what? He's right. He's telling the truth. I did. I forgot to stop and take the time to smell the roses. And you, bitch, you're the reason. From now on, I am going to take the time to smell the roses. And if you want to be with me, you can. But you've got to learn to smell the roses too. And if you try to stop me, you're out of my life forever." He was going to get rid of her because he realized how valuable it is to take the time to stop and smell the roses. And forgetting to do so, his life went down and turned into crap. There's another thing to think about too. I never had the intention of jumping in and saying all those things. To me, everything I did was totally illogical and totally wrong and absolutely should not have happened. But whether you believe in it or not, sometimes God will take a person and use them. And I believe at that moment, God took me and used me and put words in my mouth to totally change the situation. I always remember that, because there's no way that would happen with just my thinking. Absolutely no way. And God's going to do things in your life too. But you've got to learn how to open your eyes and your mind to hear and see how it is that He's doing these things. You can't see it until you know how to see it. You can't hear it till you know how to hear it. And you ain't going to get it till you got it. Yeah, that may sound confusing, but one day it'll all come together. And it'll be one of the greatest days of your life. Because once you realize that God really is in your life, yeah, you're going to have reason for faith. You're going to have reason for hope. You're going to have reason to forgive, how to laugh and to love, and how to enjoy the smallest little things, like peace and quiet. Like I said, this beautiful sunrise, cup of coffee, some fruit, watermelon, just whatever. Learn how to enjoy life. And remember that right there is going to be one of the greatest things that can ever happen to you. Anyhow, I love y'all, and I hope you'll watch these videos because I made them strictly for y'all. Bye, guys.